Welcome to the maintenance training program on JCB wheel loader 430ZX. In this program, we will take you through preparing the machine for maintenance, daily checking walk-around, checking ROPS, FOPS structure, checking hydraulic hoses and fittings, checking control valve area, testing the service brake, greasing, fuel system, engine oil level check and refilling, transmission gearbox oil level checking and refilling, pressure checking, axle oil checking and replacing, transmission stall test. Refer to the service manual for safety instructions before carrying out any services to the machine. Doing the regular maintenance and lubrication job listed in these schedules will help keep the machine in safe running order. Service schedule. Services should be carried out at either the hourly interval or calendar interval, whichever occurs first. In the example shown, A shows all the service requirement to be carried out at every 10 hours and B shows the requirement to be carried out at every 500 hours. That is, engine oil level to be checked every 10 hours, daily, and oil to be replaced every 500 hours in 3 months. The intervals given in the schedule must not be exceeded if the machine is operated under severe conditions. Shorten the interval. Prepare the machine for maintenance. Make the machine safe before you start a maintenance procedure. How to make the machine safe? Loader arm lowered. If necessary, empty the shovel. Make sure the machine is parked correctly in straight ahead position on hard level ground. Lower the loader arm. Put the attachment flat on the ground. Remove the starter key. Ensure that the park brake is engaged. Ensure that controls are in neutral, key is removed and switches turned off. Put chokes on both sides of all the wheels. Remove the battery isolation key. Install the articulation lock. Install the battery isolation key. Operate the controls to release the residual hydraulic pressure. If you are working on an area that you cannot reach when standing on the ground, you must use a suitable safe working platform. How to make the machine safe? Loader arm lifted. Install the maintenance strut. If necessary, empty the shovel. Make sure the machine is parked correctly in straight ahead position on hard level ground. Start the engine. Lift the loader arm sufficiently to install the maintenance strut. Run the engine at idle for 2 to 3 minutes. Let the turbocharger cool. Stop the engine and remove the starter key. Remove the maintenance strut from the stowage position. Put the maintenance strut in position around the arm. Lock the maintenance strut in the position with the strap. Slowly lower the loader arm into the maintenance strut. Stop the movement as soon as the maintenance strut supports the weight of the loader arm. Remove the battery isolation key. Prepare the machine for maintenance. Stow the maintenance strut. Install the battery isolation switch. Make sure the park brake is engaged and transmission is neutral. Start the engine. Lift the loader arm sufficiently to remove the weight from the maintenance strut. Stop the engine. Remove the strap. Remove the maintenance strut. Put the maintenance strut in storage position. Lower the boom. Remove the chokes from all the wheels. Fuel. Use good quality fuel to get correct power and performance from your engine. High sulfur content can cause engine wear. Regularly drain the diesel tank for impurities from the drain port. Checking for damage. Check the machine body and structure. Make sure all guards and protected devices are in place, attached by their locking devices and free from damage. Inspect all steelwork for damage. Pay particular attention to the following. Checking tire for damages. Always drive with consideration for the condition of the tires. Incorrect tire pressure will affect the stability of the machine. Check the tires daily for correct tire pressure and signs of damages. For example, signs of distortion, bulges, cuts or wears, embedded objects, nails, etc. Install the valve cap firmly to prevent dirt from entering the valve. Inspect the tire valve for leakages when you check the tire pressure. Checking the ROPS, FOPS structure. You could be killed or seriously injured if you operate the machine with damaged or missing ROPS, FOPS. If the rollover protection structure, falling off protection structure has been an accident, do not use the machine until the structure has been renewed. Modifications and repairs that are not approved by the manufacturers may be dangerous and will invalidate the ROPS, FOPS certification. Check if the steps and handles are damaged and secure. Check brake valve for leakage. Check the lift ram for leakage. Inspect the condition of all pivot pins. Check if the pivot pins are correctly in place and secured by their locking nuts. Bucket. Check the bucket for cracks and damages. Check if all teeth are in place. Check the Z-bar linkage for lubrication and wear. Check the rams for damages. Check all lamps, lenses for damages. Check the hydraulic hoses and fittings. Damaged hoses can cause fatal accident. Inspect the hoses regularly. Do not use the machine if a hose or hose fitting is damaged. Inspect the hose regularly for damaged hose end, chopped outer cover, ballooned outer cover, kinked or crushed hoses, embedded armory in outer cover, displaced end fitting. Do not use the machine if the hose or hose fitting is damaged. Replace damaged hose before you use the machine again. Replacement hoses must be of the same size and standard. Check the engine surrounding parts for leakages. Check the radiator and oil cooler for damages and leakages. Check the control valve area for leakages. Remove the cover. Check the hoses. Grease the pivot point areas. Grease the center pivot point. There are 3 grease nipples. Grease the drive shaft area. There are total 7 grease points. Cleaning the radiator and oil cooler. Clean the radiator and oil cooler area regularly with compressed air in order to remove debris and accumulation. It is very important to clean the radiator frequently in order to avoid engine and hydraulic system overheating. Testing the service brake. The service brakes on these machines are backed by accumulators. In the event of accumulator failure, the foot brakes would be inoperable with the engine stopped. It is essential that the operation of the accumulators is checked regularly using the following procedure. Exhaust the brake system by operating the foot brake repeatedly. Start the engine and run at high idle for 1 minute. Stop the engine. Apply the foot brake and count the number of operations of the brake pedal until the system is exhausted. If less than 10 or the brake failure warning light illuminates immediately, then one or more accumulators may have failed and need immediate replacement. Cooling system. Checking the coolant level. Open the engine compartment. Check the coolant container for coolant level. The level should be between high and low points. If low, fill through the filler cap. Checking the engine oil level. Remove the dipstick. Wipe it clean and refit. Make sure the oil level is between the 2 marks on the dipstick. If necessary, add the engine oil. Remove filler cap. Add recommended oil through the filler point until it is at the correct level on the dipstick. Replace the dipstick. Attach the filler cap and make sure that it is secure. Changing the outer filter element. Do not attempt to wash or clean the elements. They must be renewed. In dusty environment, the outer element may have to be changed more frequently than the service schedule recommendations. As a reminder, mark the inner element with a felt tip pen each time the outer element is changed. Unscrew the knob. Remove the cover. Unscrew the nut and remove the outer element. Clean the canister. Clean the inside of the canister and dust valve. Thorough cleaning of element with compressed air is recommended. Clean the outer element from inside out using air. Too much air pressure can break the fiber pipe and destroy the element. Maximum air pressure recommended 1 kg per centimeter square. Wrapping, tapping or pounding dust out of them is dangerous. There will be serious damage to the filter, which will allow dust entry into the engine. Carefully check properly cleaned element for damage before installing. If there is any crack in the element, light will pass through it. Replace the element. Insert a new outer element into the canister. Check if seal is fully seated. Clean the cover. Fit the cover firmly into position and make sure that it is secured by a knob. Changing the inner air filter. Rotate the knob to release the clamp. Remove the outer end cover. Unscrew the nut to remove the outer air element. Remove the outer air element. Unscrew nut to remove the inner air element. Remove the inner air element and discard. Clean the canister with a damp cloth. Install a new inner air element. Screw in the wing nut to secure it tightly. Make sure that the inner air element sits properly. Install a new outer air element. Install the wing nut. Make sure that it sits properly. Make sure that the outer air element seals are properly seated. Install the outer end cover. Tighten the clamp knob. Make sure it is secure. Electrical system battery. Open the rear end cover. Inspect the battery cable. Remove the battery cable. Clean the battery terminals properly. Coat them with clean petroleum jelly. Fit in the harness. Tighten them properly. The cable should not move. Check the battery. See through the indicator. Green means full charge. Red indicates low electrolytes. Electrical system fuses. Remove the cover. The cover contains the description of fuses and relays. Always use the same rating of fuses to avoid short circuit. Checking the hydraulic oil level. If necessary, add hydraulic oil into the system. Remove the filler cap. Add recommended hydraulic oil to the correct level. Attach the filler cap and make sure that it is tight. Changing the hydraulic filter element. Remove the hydraulic tank filler cap. Loosen the filler cap. Remove the nuts, cover plate and seals. Remove spring. Remove the complete element assembly and the seal. Remove the nut and spring. Remove the filter element from the spindle and clean the magnet. Install the new element and new seals. Insert the return line filter. Install the spring. Put the cover plate in position. Tighten the nuts to 7 Newton meters. Changing the hydraulic oil. Remove the filler cap. Drain the hydraulic oil from the drain port located below the machine. Add recommended hydraulic fluid to correct level. Attach the filler cap and make sure it is tight. Close the access cover. Check the condition of the hydraulic tank breather and its cleanliness. Replace if necessary. Pressure check port pilot and main. Remove the dust covers. Measure main pressure from the test port and measure pilot pressure from this test port. Transmission gearbox checking the oil level. Before you open the engine cover, make the machine safe with loader arm lowered. Do not stop the engine. Open the applicable cover. Remove, clean and replace the dipstick. Remove the dipstick and check oil level. Make sure oil level is at the correct mark on the dipstick. If necessary, add the recommended oil at the filler point. The transmission can overheat if the oil level is above the hot mark. Close the knob and cover. Changing the oil and filter. Remove the dipstick. Remove the drain plug. Drain the oil. Clean and refit the drain plug. Unscrew and discard old filter. Clean the mounting phase and lubricate the seal on the new filter with clean transmission fluid. Fit the new filter hand tight only. Fill the system with new oil at the filler point. Do not fill past the top mark on the dipstick. Transmission stall test. Remove the two pressure switches on the brake valve. Start the engine. Press the brake pedal to 100%. Raise the engine to high idle. Place the FNR lever to third gear. Put the machine to forward. The engine RPM will drop by 300 RPM. Put the machine to neutral. Release the brake. Run the machine at idle for 2 to 3 minutes. Stop the engine. Axles, checking the oil level. Make the machine safe with the loader arm lowered. Clean the area around the filler level plug. Remove the filler level plug and its seal. The oil should be at level with the bottom of the hole. If necessary, add the recommended oil in the system through the fill level plug. Clean, then install the fill level plug and its seal. Tighten fill level plug to 85 Newton meter. Changing the oil. Make the machine safe with the loader arm lowered. Clean the area around the fill level plug. Put a suitable container below the drain plug to catch the oil. Remove the fill level plug and its seal. Remove the drain plug and let the oil drain fully into the container. Clean and install the drain plug and its seal. Tighten the drain plug to 85 Newton meters. Fill the axle with the recommended oil through the fill level plug. Clean and then install the fill level plug and its seal. Tighten the fill level plug to 85 Newton meters. Clean the axle breather on the front axle from time to time in order to avoid overheating. Checking the hub oil level. Make the machine safe with loader arm lowered. Make sure that the oil level mark on the hub is in horizontal position. Clean the area around the fill drain plug. Remove the fill drain plug and its seal. The oil must be level with the bottom of the hole. If necessary, add the recommended oil to the system through the fill drain plug hole. Clean and then install the fill drain plug and its seal. Tighten the fill drain plug to 85 Newton meters. Changing the hub oil. You must do the hubs separately. Make the machine safe with the loader arm lowered. Make sure that the fill drain plug is at the bottom. Clean the area around the fill drain plug. Put a suitable container below the fill drain plug to catch the oil. Remove the fill drain plug and its seal and let the oil drain fully into the container. Drive the machine slowly forward. Put the oil level mark on the hubs into the horizontal position. Fill the hub with recommended oil through the fill drain plug until oil starts to come out. Clean and install the fill drain plug and its seal. Tighten the fill drain plug to 85 Newton meters. Maintenance related to the engine has to be carried out by the local Ashok Leyland dealer.